There's no way to stop mass asylum without this one mental change. Here's what we have to do. We have to stop believing that any of these people are vulnerable people fleeing persecution. Those magic 4 words. That is the line, the story, the narrative, the trope used by every politician, every lawyer, every journalist, every academic, every NGO and charity worker which supports the channel traffic. Vulnerable people fleeing persecution. It's a false frame which we must reject. It's a false frame which has been legalized by our membership of the UN Refugee Convention, which effectively requires us to consider that every single person who says, I want to claim asylum, may be or is likely to be a vulnerable person fleeing persecution. But as I have said, even if they all were, does that mean we have to give them all refuge every day forevermore? It's a serious question, because if we really accept that 4-word framing, then that's what you're logically going to have to do. But we cannot do that. We cannot embrace all the misery of the world. So the answer is simply to reject that frame in its entirety. And once we do, once we reject that frame, then we are getting to where we need to be to do what needs to be done to stop this human assault on our country. When we reject that framing, we will be able to leave the UN Refugee Convention, and we can start sending these people to prison for breaking into our country. And that will end the channel traffic. And we'll suddenly find that there's not so many vulnerable people fleeing persecution anymore. Take it from me, there's no way to stop the mass asylum invasion without that one small change in the brain. But if we remain trapped by that sentimental frame, then we cannot possibly do what needs to be done to stop this. Real talk, folks, real talk.